What's up guys, Invisible Jiu-Jitsu, Dave Morsig out here with a bit of wrestling today. Sit out from being sprawled on, okay? Seen a lot of different instructionals on how to do this. This is my take for Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not a wrestler, but I think it works. So I've been sprawled upon, however, there's a few things that I want to do, okay? My opponent has grabbed the first thing that he can grab, and he's just grabbed around my waist, okay? We don't tend to see it at the high levels because people know that it's very easy to sit out from, okay? But it's something that we should always pay attention to. And it can still be done as well from a seatbelt on the underhook side. So it's going to look like this. Sprawled, okay, move forward, move back. Okay, go again. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. A couple things going on. One of the biggest mistakes I see, in my opinion, is after a failed shot, the shootee, person doing the shooting, stops. Okay, and they don't continue moving forward, or they don't continue angling off after a leg. Right? So in this case, I'm just moving forward. I could also be angling to pick up my single and finish single from the ground. Okay. Last thing I want to do is stop, because if I'm stopped, he's not defending, now he's attacking. That's when guillotines, when loop chokes start to come into play. So purely by the fact of walking him back, I'm making him push into me, which is what I want for my sweep, and I'm making him move and defend rather than set himself and start looking for his choke. Okay? If I just get sprawled on, right now he's got bad grips, it's good for me, but sooner or later he figures that out. And he starts to guillotine, he starts to chin strap control, he starts to look here, he starts to look to spin to the back, and will start attacking. So by moving him back, I can start putting him on the back foot. And then the movement's going to look like this. Either from my elbow or from my hand, depending on how big and heavy and strong the guy is. Okay? Heavier he is, more likely I am to do this from my elbow. I'm going to walk, get off my knees, and I'm going to step and set my balance, okay? Foot up, opposite leg, opposite arm, and it's gonna look like this. Hips through, chest up, elbow back, okay? As if I'm John Jonesing someone in the face behind me. I wanna keep my arm nice and high up by my ear. My leg is gonna go nice and kick forward, okay? It's not gonna kick out to the side. That's not the direction that I want to go. So without the movement, it's gonna look like this. Okay, just square up. Yeah. So my partner's square, my head's underneath. I can't sit out yet. I find my head to the outside. I set my balance, elbow forward, elbow backwards, leg forward. And I maintain contact with my head, and I pivot and circle to the back. Okay, one more time. He hugs. Because it's double, I can choose either side, all right? Both of them are underhooks. So head pops, foot sets, nice high elbow into his armpit, kick forward, and now I'm gonna pivot and spin around, and we can start to control the back in whatever way that we like, okay? Once I combine that with moving forward, I get a better reaction, and I get a more placid opponent who's not attacking me. Okay? Let's try a different angle. Okay, so from here, head's coming to the outside. I'm going to post, maintain my contact, and come up. Okay? A couple of reasons why I want to maintain that contact with the head. One is so I know where he is. Okay? I can feel if he starts to drop to his side, if he starts to drop, I can feel exactly where he is. Two, it's going to stop him from getting his arm back to spin around. So if I do it from this side, as I come through, if I maintain my contact with my head, it's very difficult for this arm to come back. If I end up over here, which sometimes happens when I kick to the side, my opponent can come back and we go, okay? Now obviously, sometimes I get to here and my opponent will start to fall to his side. that's okay. We can ride it into a pass, or we can ride it into top position. If he tries to run away from me, we can run with him, and we start wrestling, we start picking up single legs and doubles, okay? So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, come back, watch some more. If you want to see any more on this sort of series, leave me a message down below, maybe I'll film something, okay? See you again.